on to the next dope artist of today, man. INDOE, you look like you were in the studio somewhere chilling out. Where you
Yeah,
at?
it's my home studio.
Nice, man. Nice, man. How you feeling today?
I can't complain. Can't complain.
And what plaque is that for in the back?
Um, that's a song I wrote for Destiny Child and Beyonce.
Yeah, man. So for those who don't know you, man, shout out to INDOE. She's a multi-talented actress, singer, writer. What else do you do?
I have a side business, also a makeup business, and that's how I fund some of my projects. Also, I sing in the church choir at my church, so that's something that's very important to me as well. But yeah, I really am excited and just happy to be like in this space right now, because when I wrote this record a couple of years ago, and I just didn't think, all of a sudden it would just take off, and especially with the younger crowds, you know what I mean? So when I saw that it was, people like Nicki Minaj's sister was posting it on her TikTok, and just like various younger generation singer, artists, it was to me a sign to just continue to keep pushing,
Absolutely.
And now a lot of radio. So with the radio spins, getting up there, it's taking off. It's taken off.
It's a good feeling, man. Good feeling, man. Before we get into the single, there's a lot of people that don't know you. There are some that do. Some of the songs that let's just talk about your early career. How'd you get into music initially? And like, what have you accomplished? And then we can talk about what else you want to accomplish. So how'd you start?
I started when I was about 14, 15 years old, and I was signed to a production company, and the production company put me on some records. I did a single with Big L called MVP, and I shot the music video to that. And so it was really interesting getting to work with him at such a young age. It was just like, I'm young, and you know what I mean? I'm, just fresh out the box. And so to have that kind of stature of artist to, seek me out and say, hey, we really want to, work with you. That was really, really, that was really, 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 really good. And then after I did that record, I did another record, maybe about a year and a half later. And that was a record I did with Supercat called Girls Town. And it's called the Girls Town Remix. And that song reached like top 10 dance charts for like 10 weeks. And it was an incredible experience again, because I mean, my family's from Jamaica, but I never thought that I would ever, be in the studio recording with Supercat. So, it was just a very interesting time. He definitely is exactly who he says he is on his records. That's what I will say. And then right around that same time, because I think I was recording in that same studio, I also did a track with MC Light, her last studio album that she recorded. I did a song called Break It Down, and I wrote some of her verses and I wrote mine. And that record, her album went gold, so that wasn't bad either. I was, very happy to have such a good response, especially from somebody that I had looked up to since I was a kid. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's like kind of how I started. And then from there, I just continued to pursue my writing, and
Movies.
and also acting. I got into the SAG union. I've done shows. I've done spots on Power, Orange is the New Black.
Movies.
I had a part with Mahershala Ali in Roxanne as well. So that was interesting. And that was in 2018.
Blue Bloods. Blue Bloods.
And also I got asked to do Blue Bloods. But the pandemic hit and we were just like, you know, I probably need to take a step back just because of everything going on. But it was definitely, you know, a great experience to be in the room with people like Whoopi Goldberg and Tom Selleck, and you know, so
And the guy that can.
yeah. And I also worked on a movie called, it's not a movie, it's a show. And the show is called Ray Dawson, I believe. And it's Liam Neeson, that's the star of the show. And he did spots in the show with me, and I got a chance to work with Michael Brian White. And we did that for about a good 3 or 4 series. And he was hilarious. Like, Michael J. White is hilarious and so talented. So, you know, a lot of people sleep on him, but he's really, really talented. And so was Mahershala. He was extremely talented. He gave me really good pointers as well when I was acting with him in the scene. And so that's just a few of the things, you know. Just continuing to pursue, you know, things that I feel like I should be continuing to pursue.
That will uplift my career.
That would uplift my career, and that would also teach me, like, you know, how to really get into
Reaching other audiences.
And being able to co-write and being able to
produce yourself.
Start producing myself. So that's probably like my next endeavor. I would like to produce myself at some point.
Yeah, man. Well, I want to play the single that was shared to me by my good friend Dre. And you know, I heard it and immediately was like, yeah, you know, she got it. So let's get into deep. Let's get into deep. Yeah, and then we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more. Cool?
Sure, let's do it.
Let's do it. Fire emojis in the chat.
Thank you.
A lot of people saying, you know, repeating the lyrics and everything. It's good energy. Yeah.
Thank you.
You said that riff at the end, the guitar riff, dope. So where you at now? Are you in New York, LA, Atlanta, Detroit?
I'm in the tri-state area.
Okay, nice.
Yep.
Dope. Yeah, I think it's dope, man, that you know, you're doing your thing, and it sounds like you're doing it in the direction you want to be in, which matters the most, you know, because I know you've worked with like the Beyoncés and so many other people.
Yes.
And it's cool because you're doing like what the label wants to do, but it's different when you get to be your own artist.
Yeah.
I think my final question was like, you know, do you have a preference over acting or writing and being an artist? Like, you know, what's your preference if there is one?
I think my passion is my music, more so than anything. That's really where I started, and that's my writing and being able to express myself through my writing, express what's in my heart is, you know, a very important thing to me as a person. Like expression, you know, really gives a person a chance to build character, you know, and when you do that, you tend to relate to people and reach people more than when you're just, you know what I mean? Oh, you know, I do this here, I do this and that. But when you actually like have a passion, you stick to the passion, people can hear the passion in the music. I really feel like it relates to people more easily.
Cool beans. I sort of skipped over everybody. Anybody got something they want to say? Any responses? I see stuff in the chat, but this is INDOE. Say what's up.
Hello.
Oh,
Hi,
hey
my
guys.
name is, how y'all doing? My name is Queen. I go by DJ Queen B out of Hartford, Connecticut.
Okay.
And I just want to let you know that I really enjoyed that song. And I would like to know, who would you like to work with in the future? What artists would you like to work with?
There's so many artists that I really like where, you know, their music is going right now, but I also like some of the classic music. So I would say I would like to do records that with something with a group like Soul Sonics.
Oh, wow.
I also would like to maybe do a song with SZA, or, you know, some of the more eclectic artists, you know, because I know there's a lot of like trendy stuff out there, but I like her also. I like artists that push the envelope and that are not afraid to express themselves from the heart. So those are kind of like the guidelines I go by when I decide when I want to decide who I want to work with. That's important to me.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
DJ Headrush.
Huh?
Hey, how you doing? This is DJ Hairrush, and nice to meet you.
Hi.
Thanks for coming on. I enjoyed your music. Definitely like the story behind it. I like the fact that you're a writer too, which leads me into the question I have for you. Being a writer for such major talents, how hard do you find it challenging to write your own music when it's time to write your own? You know how you can do something good for somebody else, but when it's time to do your own, it's like, gosh, I can't get it out. How do you, what's your process? Do you like go back and think about what you've already written, or how do you do that?
But I'm around a good group of people that I tend to collaborate with, and they're really talented, and we work together, and we've been doing this for this network for a long time. So we continue to do music, and people just keep, you know, seemingly liking it.
It's relatable.
Because it's relatable, especially like everything going on with the times and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely,
Writing.
I do enjoy writing, but I definitely, the collaboration is probably one of my favorite things to do. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you. Once again, I like the music. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
You too.
Thank you.
Cool. Earl.
Hey, INDOE. Nice to meet you. Pleased to have you
Hey.
here on the show today. Really
Hey.
a fan of you know, the song I've heard. Definitely looking forward to listening to more of you. I was just wondering, you know, given given your success and like your history within music, you know, what do you see as like the next steps for yourself, like in terms of just like the progression of your career and the growth, you know, the promotion of your music, like what's ideal for you over the next like 6 to 12 months?
I think my next my next endeavor is I want to get a Grammy, honestly. I want to eventually, I've written on projects that were Grammy nominated, but I want my own project and I want it to be able to be Grammy nominated. So that's a goal of mine.
Great. No, thank you. As far as I guess like the sonic progression, like, are there any sounds that you're looking to get into that maybe you haven't like pursued or you know written too well? I mean, written to yet? Pardon me. Obviously, you're a great writer, but you know.
Yeah, actually, I'm starting a project that's going to be a little bit more inspirational, but very soulful. And it's going to include various types of sounds and melodies and melodic vibes. And I want them to be, maybe even have a spiritual vibe, you know what I mean? I would like to get into contemporary Christian, actually. And I'm working on this record now, the secular record, but at some point I definitely want to pursue that.
Great, great. Well, thank you. Thank you kindly for, you know, spending the time to get on here and share your music and everything. And if it's possible for you to leave any contact information, you know, between myself and other colleagues here on the call, we would love to keep in touch with you and maybe, you know, different opportunities or assists we might be able to, you know, pass your way. You know, we'd be honored.
Yes. Thank you.
Sheldon.
My Instagram is Love INDOE, LOVEINDOE. My music can be found on all streaming platforms under the name INDOE. And pretty much everything's online.
Right.
So if you just go and Google product, you know, music and INDOE, or, you know, the song titles, all the music will come up.
Most definitely. Thank you.
Yes.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Jeannie Sweetness.
Hey,
Thanks.
sorry, I was trying to follow her here on Instagram right quick. Make sure that I'm locked in. Hey, INDOE, Jeannie Sweetness here representing the Caribbean market.
Hey.
My question is, what about Shensia when you say, you know, when you talk about collaborations, and also do you have any plans to you know, do any more work in the Caribbean music industry?
I would love to. Honestly, that's a market that is still something that I want to definitely do because my family is, like I said, from Jamaica, and there's definitely a big push for a market out there, and especially for American artists, or Jamaican artists, actually, because my dad's from Jamaica, so you know, I'm half Jamaican, but I would love to pursue working in that genre. I love Shensia. She's so talented.
I love it. Yes, I'm here for it. I see that D-Tech and Controversy are following you. Were you on their radio show?
I was
Okay.
on the radio show. And we had me and Miss Melanie.
Mhm. Okay, let me make sure I stalk you. All right, thank you.
Yeah, small world.
Yeah, for real.
When I see your follow, I'll follow you back.
Okay, girl, I followed you real quick.
I'll follow when I see the follow. I'll follow you back. Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah. Thank you for your comments. Really appreciate taking the time.
I think the record was a good record. I think it's, you know, it got a good energy, but I think you know, now it's about doing more of this, getting out there and letting people know it exists. It's good that you got a good radio story building that's organic.
Yeah.
You know, but you gotta keep doing this type of stuff,
Keep
making
building.
films.
Keep building.
Yes.
And I
So-
love it. It's, you know, it's personal. When you're doing radio organically, it's so personal because when you actually do the interviews, you get to talk to people from all over the country, and they are truly genuinely interested in the music and like how you got started. And so it's very exciting, very it's very fulfilling for me because I'm very, you know, I'm humbled that so many people like the record and have really reached out. Thank you.
INDOE, thank you for your time.
Thank
We
you.
got you, and we'll talk later.
Thank you.